Hello and welcome to Casual Learning. I'm your host, John Bannon. Today I'm going to give you a summary of Chapter 5 of my newest book, Superdeterminism Defeats Atheism. This book is available on Amazon Kindle. Chapter 5 is entitled, Life is Predetermined. So in this video, I'm going to give you my refutation of the third point of atheistic ideology listed in chapter 1 of my book, namely, you only live once, or YOLO. Our lives, from beginning to end, are predetermined because Dr. Hansen proved that continuous causation in physics is not real. His proof appears at Physics Essays, volume 33, number 2, in the year 2020. Read it yourself. His physics come from Einstein's special theory of relativity, and there are no flaws in his physics whatsoever. Your life obviously exists, but you do not have the actual power to cause it, and neither does the universe, because continuous causation in physics is not real. So your life must be predetermined in order for it to exist at all. This means that you live in the past, present, and future within our block universe. Because it exists, our block universe exists, it can't be changed. It's not caused to exist. And it's probably permanent because I don't see any reason why God would annihilate it. So that means your past, present, and future all coexist in our static block universe. Um, because your entire life exists within the static block universe, then you can attempt a calculation of the maximum number of life episodes that you have in the block universe, assuming, let's say, an average lifespan of 75 years. So if you take the shortest period of time, or the Planck time, and you divide it into the average lifespan of 75 years, you'll end up with the maximum number of discrete life episodes of you that appear in the static block universe. And when you do that calculation, you end up with this number. You end up with 4.39117069 times 10 to the 52nd discrete life episodes for a 75-year-old person that exist in our static block universe. Well, that is an astronomically large number of discrete life episodes. So, basic lesson here is don't do anything that you wouldn't wanted repeated this many number of times in our block universe permanently. So things like suicide or abortion are very bad ideas for the block universe. If you kill yourself or abort a baby, that that act is going to occur this many times maximally. And these occurrences are permanent because the block universe is probably permanent, because there's no reason for God to annihilate it after he created it. So you want to avoid things like going to prison or uh, working 24/7, spending your whole life working for money, or working at the office and not, spending the majority of your time just working or in some sort of drudgery, uh, because it's permanent in the block universe. And all your life episodes are going to consist of a large portion of those things. So that's really not what you want your life to be like. This number of times and permanently. So you really should think carefully about what you do in life, because it's getting repeated an astronomical number of times and permanently. So your life is not just about you in the present moment. It's also about an astonishingly large number of yourselves spread out in the dimension of time. Considering how often evil acts are repeated in your life episodes, you want to stay away from them, and fill your life with good acts that you want repeated. Moreover, the good acts are a leading indicator of eternal life in heaven, and the life episodes in heaven are endless because your life is eternal. If you don't think that you are your past or future in the block universe, think again. When your present self becomes your past self, then unless your past self is truly you, then your present self cannot be truly you either. In the block universe, each moment of yourself uh, has no existential difference in terms of the hyperplanes of space time in our block universe. So there's no difference. There's no way to tell the difference between the present you and the past you and the future you in our block universe. They're the same appearance on hyperplanes of space time. Just the appearance slightly changes due to the illusion of time and entropy. But um, existentially, they're the same thing. They're appearances on timeless hyperplanes of space-time. They're not caused. And hyperplanes don't cause each other to exist. So if you're not you in the present moment in the block universe, and obviously you are you in the present moment, then you have to also be you in the past and in the future. It has to be you as well, because there's no existential difference between those three situations: past, present, and future. You're still talking about the same sort of appearance on a static block universe on a timeless hyperplane of space-time. So you truly are your experiences on the hyperplanes of space-time in our universe, and not simply your present experience of yourself. So have concern over your other existence in the static block universe. It's not just the present moment that matters. Consequently, the idea that you only live once or YOLO, is incorrect. You actually live your predetermined life an astonishingly large number of times in our probably permanent block universe. Of course, you can't actually change your predetermined life. However, you don't know the predetermined future, generally speaking, so you can't really tell the difference between a predetermined life and a non predetermined life. But the rationale for doing whatever you want on earth or living your life to the fullest, because you will cease to exist after you die, is patently false. Some people believe that there is no objective meaning to life, and therefore you should live your best fantasy life because you only live once and have nothing to lose. These people are even willing to rewrite history or shun whatever interferes with their fantasy. However, the universe is actually a permanent static block universe that cannot be changed, and you are an immortal in it. And the creator of our universe has given us meaning as part of his predetermined plan for creation with the prospect of eternal life in heaven. That's no fantasy. Our probably permanent static block universe is not a fantasy. It's proven through physics. So you don't cease to exist once you die. You're always in our static block universe. So, yes, you do have something to lose by the way you act in life. You have a lot to lose, especially the opportunity for eternal life in heaven. Um, Quite simply, Dr. Hansen proved using Einstein's special theory of relativity that we live in a predetermined static block universe without continuous causation in physics. The zero energy universe theory demonstrates the necessity of God because our universe is contingent on God creating it from nothing. Therefore, it is reasonable to infer that God endorsed Christianity, being the predominant religion about him. And Christianity promises eternal life in heaven. Because the universe is unchangeable, you can't actually live your best fantasy life, even if you wanted to. You can only live the life that God has predetermined that you live. So, this whole atheistic idea of YOLO, or you only live once, so you have nothing to lose, you might as well do whatever you want, live your own fantasy life, is totally false. Okay. Um, Hope you enjoyed that. Next time I'll be back with a video summarizing chapter 6 of my book entitled God Gives Meaning to Life. All right, take care, everybody.